moviegoers. My name is Justin. I love review movies. First of all, let me talk about what some election we went through this week. But I'm not going to hear the top politics. No, that's not my channel. But whoever voted, that's wow. Yeah, the news speaks for itself. But yeah, that was a scene roller coaster, if you agree. All right, enough of the election. Let's talk about the movie I'm going to review. And since Sean Connery, I hope I say his name right, he died, and I want to talk about the movie that I've seen his movies. I was a fan of him. I grew up with him in a way when I was a kid. The Hunt for October, James Bond movies, The Rock. You get my drift. He's a great actor. He did a lot of great films in his career. But Untouchables, stuff like that. But I'm going to talk about the movie called Highlander. That's right, Highlander. So I'm going to review the movie called Highlander. And I rewatched it today, and I have to say, the movie kind of holds up. It's still pretty good. I mean, I swear, Sean Connery in that movie, he was great. And you can, if you want somebody to sell a mythology is weird and science fiction, but it makes sense, get this man. And who would you want to be trained by this man, Ramirez, what comes into him and say, hey, I'm this guy, And, I'm sorry, before I go on, if you have not seen this movie, I'm sorry, it came out in the 80s. There's going to be some spoils in the movie. If you haven't seen it yet, turn off the video, watch it, then come back here, because there's going to be, I'm not going to do extreme stuff, but I'm just going to talk the details of it because I want to explain my emotions of it. But yeah, Highlander. And one thing I like about the movie the most is the flashbacks, the show, the past, and the mythology of it, that there's immortals, who've been living for a long time. And they keep saying you can't die. It's like, oh yeah, you can. Just got somebody to chop your head. But there is some plot holes in the movie, unfortunately, with the mythology. Let's say, okay, what happens when a human guy cuts your head off? Did he get your knowledge? Stuff like that. But I'm sure they didn't think about that in this situation. But it's small things here and there. I gotta give this movie this. It's beautiful to look at. It's a really good movie. The sword fights were good. The soundtrack was good. Queen. There you go. Queen. They made a great soundtrack in the film. And what I like about the movie, like I said, it's the mythology of it. That they have rules, like they can't fight in this holy ground in the church, stuff like that. It kind of show what John Wick came from. Because of Highlander, John Wick, and so there you go. So it starts from there. Like they have rules. This is where you can't fight, stuff like that, and fight for the prize, and there only could be only one. And like I said, when Sean Connery was in the movie, he kind of steals it when he was in it, even though he was not even in there that much. I think he was in there for 30 minutes at least in the film, but when he was in that movie, he was great. He delivered the mythology of it, the rules of it, the sword fights of it. What I like about the Highlander, the first movie anyway, not the rest of them. The rest of them suck. It's just one great one they did. It's unfortunately though, it spawned 4 movies on a TV show, and it's crap. But let's talk about that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Maybe the third one was good. Maybe the TV, wherever. But anyway, it's just that one movie they did really well. And but like I said, I always love the mythology of it. That you chopped up their heads, you get their power source, you get their knowledge, you get their stuff. So it's pretty clear what the prize is. Who gets the only one will be the powerful person on Earth, because you get their knowledge, you get their, and you decide what you want to do with it. And the villain is great, Kurgan, if I remember his name right, Kurgan. But the actor who played him was great. He was slimy, he was disgusting. He was like, every time he's around, you're like, oh, I don't want to be near this guy. And that actor playing him really well. He really is the love to hate kind of guy. He was not boring. He was larger than life. And he played that really well. Although I know there's a rule to fight don't fight in the holy ground, but this character he's playing, it surprised me. He goes into church, he does not fight him. So it makes sense to me that this guy, yep, I'm gonna follow rules. But it's like to me, it's like no, I don't buy it. I don't think this kind of guy doesn't care about rules, and I think he will take advantage of the guy's head off. But like I said, there's some potholes in this mythology storyline they built, but it's still great. And I'm definitely going to give it an A-. It's good watching. Check it out. High Niner. Go see it. It's really good. It's an old movie. And Sean Connery, thank you so much for great films, great movies you deliver us. You've always been a great James Bond in all the movies you've done in the past. But I thought this is a perfect movie to review from because everyone reviewed the most in this film, and it's a good reason why, because he sold the story of it, and he sold how the good the movie was. But I tell you one thing for sure, I can see a reboot or start over again because there's so much storytelling they can do with this. I can see a good trilogy of this if they have the right script, the right actor to do this. So I can see this work. Unfortunately, they tried, it didn't work out, but we'll see. Never say never in Hollywood. But that's it. That's my movie review. Check it out, High Niner. Leave in the comment section below what you think of this film, or what's your favorite Sean Connery movie? Is it James Bond, The Hunt for Red October, Untouchables? What's your favorite movie of him? Always say like, subscribe, thumbs up, and remember, wash your hands, keep it safe, and keep it safe distanced. And sorry, I got a little froze there. And God bless. And I'll see you the next movie review. Hello, moviegoers. My name is Justin. I love to review movies. The movie I'm going to review called Crimson Tide with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington, directed by Tony Scott. I can say their name's pretty good on this one. This movie came out in the 90s. It's a submarine movie like The Hunt for Red October, so there are going to be a little spoilers here. The movie's pretty old, but if you don't want no spoilers, please turn this off. Watch the movie, then rewatch this if you want. But yeah, it has a little spoilers. I'm not going to spoil some big event, what happened in the movie, but I'm going to have some details in the film. This movie I rewatched it today, and I thought, since it's Veterans Day, yesterday, where I record this, I said, let me watch a good military movie that I can review a movie that will, since to honor that day of the military. And I thought, let's watch Crimson Tide. And one thing about this movie, once for all, is that it's still good to this day. You got Captain Ramsey, yeah, that's his name, Ramsey, if I'm saying it correctly, and Hunter, two different opposites of captains who's in charge of the submarine. See, there's a little war going on in Russia, and they're afraid that they have some nukes and they're going to fire to America. Then they had to come in trying to nuke them and trying to save the U.S. No pressure on that. And it's a threat for World War III or Holocaust, basically. And what I think about this film, it's a great movie to this day. It's so funny too, because you look at this film, see Tony Scott, he's well known for his action films, or action thriller, basically. But this one, it has some action in it, don't get me wrong, but it's more dialogue, it's more talking. And the movie really moves fast-paced. It really does. I've never been bored. The talking, the conversation with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington going against each other like this. And because they disagree with each other, and you think who's right, who's wrong. and you can see they don't handle their differences. And you know, in the military, you're supposed to handle your differences and work together. And that's what the movie trying to show in this film. And you see the captain say, "No, I'm right. This is going to happen." And Hunter say, "No, this is wrong. This is by the book. We need to follow this." And you see them crash into the Titans on head-to-head. And you see Gene Hackman with great dialogue, Denzel going back and forth with him. And because what happened in the film, that they say, okay, launch the missiles, but what happened was in the movie when they were getting attacked by another submarine, there's a message saying that it's not a complete message. They don't know what it is, and Denzel said, okay. Denzel Washington Hunter character said, we don't know what this is. This could be anything. And the captain's like, "No, I'm wrong. You're right. You know, no. This could be crap or whatever." And the captain don't want to hear of it. And you see them crashing together. You see the crew crashing together. You see friendships being tested. The movie shows that this is for this person. They were friends, and you see the movie kind of switch a little bit. That they have to betray their friend because what they believe in their code. And it kind of shows, it shows that if you don't work together, this is what's going to happen. It's chaos. And I love the film. It's a really good movie. It's intense, good thriller submarine movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a definitely A+ film. It's a good military movie. It's good to watch, and I think it's a great film to rewatch again in the 90s. A+, check it out. So, and again, if you like this film, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and tell me, what's your favorite military movie? Is it this movie or Saving Private Ryan? What's your favorite military movie you like to watch? And again, I always say, wash your hands, keep a safe distance, and God bless. And I'll see you in the next movie review.